before I want to bring Jerry back into the equation here in a bit, but run me back. Give me some of the better memories that I've forgotten from this podcast long history. And you can start with, because the Whiskey Brothers has officially, while it's been, I've been part of this since 2007 when you sort of broke me in at the end. And the podcast has been a thing since 2011 in February. But the Whiskey Brothers itself, because I know I booked them in 2000, whatever, infamous and unfamous since 1998.
And for one night when they were unfunny, just
But this is what we are now as we bring it all into a close. And I just thought if there's a memory or something before, why are you still here?
Maybe you come, but first of all,
Chicken, this is your cue to put the camera on Rob in case you're still on. All right,
and zoom all the way in.
I'm sad the podcast is in. I mean, my God, this is a great vehicle. But fuck Bill Maher and fuck Jerry Seinfeld. Can you say that?
Okay, you put the camera wide.
Fuck those two cunts. Fuck them so hard.
Jesus.
You know who Bill Maher is?
No, I don't know.
Who the fuck?
Was he in the rap match?
Oh my God!
Jerry Seinfeld was.
Now it's full circle.
That was the comedian.
Now it's full circle. Pour me a fucking something. God damn it. Just took it right. This fucking idiot. This fucking idiot. Who the fuck is Bill Maher?
Real time with Bill Maher.
Oh, God.
This is 100%.
Shut the fuck up.
Comedian.
Is it an old show?
Is that what's
You like run with Carson ran or something like
Oh,
that?
my God. He's on cars. He's 1,000.
This is boat's not floating, and he's got the hook so deeply embedded in his cheek.
And he wouldn't believe in it.
Here's my problem.
Yes.
You know who Seinfeld is, right?
Jerry.
Yeah,
The
okay.
guy, the Pop-Tart guy.
Yeah.
The guy from
Jerry Seinfeld was... Barr was talking to Seinfeld, or talking to Chris Rock about Seinfeld.
B-movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how you know him from B-movie?
I was a fucking kid when I remember that.
Never mind. And they were lamenting...
main D.
Yeah, all these old fucks were lamenting the fact that they can't go play colleges, right? They go, this kid, you got the... I can't even do a Seinfeld right now. You got the cancel
What's the
culture.
deal with not being able to
I can't go do a college.
I did a Seinfeld.
I can do.
Honey.
Yeah, like they can't play. They bitching about cancel culture and shit like that.
Seinfeld's rent not getting paid because
Yeah, and I'm saying and fucking Maher is going on about, oh yeah, I tried to get into Columbia or fucking Caltech or whatever the fuck, and I couldn't get in. And what it's like, you have a fucking TV show on HBO every fucking week.
HBO Max. I don't know what you're talking about.
I know. It's not on BET. I know.
Oh no.
And they're crying about the kids wrong. And they're fucking the kids they're stuck in their ways, and they don't like. They're in a fucking college, and they are getting educated, and they have lectures from tenured professors in every subject on the fucking planet.
Right.
But you're gonna come down for the mountain, Jerry Seinfeld, and test their views and move their mind about your musings of Pop-Tarts? What the fuck are you talking about? You can sell out 8 weeks at Carnegie Hall, and you're crying because a fucking sorority girl doesn't want to hear your musings about fucking cotton balls?
By the way, it's a Beacon that he did that. I do know that about him.
The Beacon?
He did a residency in the Beacon.
Yeah. Why is he quietly crying about, oh, I can't play Caltech?
Let's go get him, Rob. What are we gonna do about it?
I'm done for your billionaires.
I don't understand.
And you made a stupid fucking Pop-Tart movie. You got people to give you.
It was stupid.
It's dumber than fuck. I watched the whole goddamn fucking Pop-Tart movie.
90 minutes of fun.
Let me ask you a question.
And this guy's crying because he can't play Florida State.
Jesus, Rob, you're now hopping.
This is what vintage, baby.
Jerry, I have missed you, brother. Here's the question. All right. So how long is the movie?
What?
The Pop-Tart movie.
94 minutes. Go ahead.
94. Okay. Does it get anger inducing at minute 93?
It's so bad.
When does it
It's
start
so
getting? When
unfunny.
does it start getting
Here's
bad?
the. It's
Hang on,
just,
hang on. I have questions. When does it start getting bad?
it is so bad.
That's not the question
No,
I asked you,
no,
politician.
Listen,
Answer the you.
I'll tell you the point. I'll tell you the point.
How bad is it?
I'll
That's
tell you
your-
the point where the wheels come off the fucking wagon.
All right, let's do it.
This is they have a cameo
Okay.
from two guys from Mad Men, the greatest show, one of the greatest shows, arguably ever made. They made Mad Men worse because of their fucking 2-minute cameo in this fucking Pop-Tart movie.
How far into the movie? Was
It's like halfway.
and you kept watching.
Yeah.
Despite the fact that
Yeah.
your hands were
Yes.
vibrating.
Yes.
Your shirt was.
I had to see the depths
Did
that
you?
they would
I
go.
watched all of Wonder Woman 80.
That's a different kind of. That's different though. You're ruining something I don't care about.
I watched The Godfather, so stop complaining.
Part 3.
All three.
Okay, then you're forgiven.
All three were bad?
Yeah.
Damn.
My point is, Rob.
Why the fuck did I go so weird?
3 was my favorite.
I'm on.
Who's your
I won't fall. Look at you.
3 wasn't great, you know that. That incest stuff happened.
Mouthful of steak bake.
Yeah.
Dude, no movie is bad. If you got incest,
I just saw Trey cast that same too.
if you got incest in a project, it's most likely going to be successful.
Game of Thrones.
There you go. You said the example I was going to give.
And it not even terrible.
Star Wars?
There we go.
Like the
Keep
end of the
going.
Godfather
The
trilogy.
Bible? I mean, dude,
Sure.
incest everywhere.
Yeah.
It makes it successful, right?
Passion of the Christ.
Anyway, what about this guy I don't know?
Rob, what
So let me complain about Frank Sinatra again.
what would you like to leave all the people who
From Jersey.
who drank with us for many years?
I think you did, Jerry Seinfeld and Bill Maher.
I'm not gonna let him let me be his final thought. I won't allow that to happen.
Let me please say.
The night I will not let the Rob moment that went to Jennings, Louisiana with me and Sam go.
Oh,
out.
yeah.
That's where my brother's from.
Jimmy
you
Louisiana?
should've been there.
Oh man, that was
Leesville.
The official Leesville, not Jennings. The official drunkest
that
this
is
show's
the
ever
drunkest
Trolls
I've
everywhere.
ever been.
been in your whole life.
I slept on the floor of the hotel room in my own vomit.
Mhm.
Outside.
Yeah,
You should know that the show that night was the 3 of us.
yeah,
And I can
and
show
it
you the
was
photos.
pleasantly sleepy. I loved it.
And you can count them. There are at least 54 shots
Between the
Glass.
three of us,
between the 3 of us in 90 minutes.
and I also had that stupid fucking thing.
I have video of you doing that thing.
It's like a
They brought
Gasoline thing.
yeah,
they
it's
brought
like some
up
gas.
a fishbowl up
Oh god.
with 151 in it and some
Oh.
other stuff.
Oh my god.
And then they lit it on fire, and then they put a top on it so it created a vacuum, and he's on stage drinking it through a straw. I've never seen it, and this was like the 52nd, because you had to close. I had the merciful middle
Yeah.
spot. It was
I
Sam.
had already done it. And so they asked me to bring people. So I was like, I'll
I
go
got some
first.
people, yeah, and I'll go first.
And I've done a significant number of shots, but the middle spot was easy.
Now, I had to go up when they brought that contraption.
Yes.
And then
And
brought a
that's
trash can.
Yeah, and they brought a trash can for throwing up.
Uh-huh.
And
But
that's
you did not.
no, to my credit, I did not there. But
I know. Here's what I know. Here's my POV of the evening. I come off stage. Sam's done 20 shots. I've done 20 shots. They're bringing Rob up AI shots or whatever's happening.
Yeah.
So by the time and I'm flirting with this, I'm talking to this bartender, right? And she's cute and things are working out, but she's kind of whatever. So Sam's trash. I'm trash. Rob's still on stage. I get Sam, whatever, when the show's all done, out to the car. And I throw him in there and
He said, stay here.
pass it. I'll be right back. I'm never right back. If I ever tell you I'll be right back, trust me, I am off to shenanigans.
And if I ever tell you I'm going to stay here.
This is the worst of both worlds.
is that where we found him in the ditch?
Well,
Yes.
me, motherfucker, you were.
Yeah.
There was no Rob.
the
or we
royal,
were-
the royal
Yes, the
weed.
royal we is in I went back out to the car because the bartender had shot me down. I was like,
Yeah.
well, fine, I'm leaving. Rob had left. Rob was gone. I don't know how you
I found
managed-
the one taxi in Leedsville, and I was able to
we
cobble
were,
together some English.
It's like-
we were
Yeah.
saying literally a quarter of a mile from the bar.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There was no
Can't
taxi
walk.
to be needed.
it's over there.
Yes.
Oh, it was neat.
It was, yes. But it was like going from the kitchen
For
to
this
the bathroom.
motherfucker.
Rob was in emergency management.
Yeah.
I almost called up.
Time to go home. I'm fucked up.
Yeah.
I've
So
been an ambulance in that town.
you
Nobody
should be
take it back.
over here. So anyway, Rob is gone. Sam is in the car. Everything's under control. I'm going back to work on the bartender. This is all good, right? So somehow when I come back out, Sam is not in the car anymore. The car is empty. The door is open, like he's been stolen. And it's just me at this point. So I start, I'll just walk. I shouldn't drive this car, shut the door. I'll walk towards the hotel. I've had 20 shots and bartender. So I start walking. Well, I see a body laying in the ditch. And I go, well, that looks a lot like my friend Sam. There's no other black people in Leesville. This
Yeah,
is
that's not the
weird.
kind of body you see in
At
Leeds.
all. Well, it is exactly the kind of body you see in Leesville.
It's where you see it.
I'm like, well, if it's not Sam, so I don't.
If it's not Sam, I gotta call CNN.
So I shake Sam up. I get him back to the car. He's covered in mud. I throw him back in the car. I go, hey man, where's the money? He goes,
Man, where's the money?
he goes.
Where's the money, Lebowski?
He responded with a snore. So that's his answer to where the money is. So I throw him back in the front seat, and then I go back in to hang out with the bartender, right? Because night is not over.
Keep hope
So
alive.
the next morning, this is close shop, fade to black. The next morning, Bird's Chirp. I kick the bartender out. I go find fucking these two. Rob comes busting out of the room. Man, I threw up all over the place. I left the 20 on the dresser. We gotta go now. And Sam gets back in the car and he's like, yeah, man, I'm in good shape this morning, but that money's gone. You know, it fell out my pocket. I got the envelope. I don't know what to tell you, but I'll just pay y'all what we're all owed. And he did. And
Man.
such his life. Drunkest in my adult life.
But the other thing is, I wake up, I walk out, I see all blood on the car, because apparently when I got back, I went and cleaned myself up. When I walk out, I see all the blood on the car, I look at Sonny and go, hey, what happened to the car? And he's like, you!
That's what happened to the car.
Rob, any more memories? I want to bring Jerry back in and bring this into, as I always call it, and I look at this now, we have a lot to talk about, so it's not ending anytime soon.
Let me give you a Rob Mumble memory.
Yeah.
And that
Oh,
is
fuck.
just,
You should pull a chair up and at least be in
One of
there.
them.
It feels
I'm
weird.
enjoying
This is
watching.
poorly planned.
I think my favorite off-the-cuff line of Rob Mungle's in the history of this podcast was just 4 words: "Get these brakes fixed." It was.
Oh, yeah, that was like the 4th episode.
We were doing-
We had a segment called "You Can't Make This Funny" back in the day,
Oh, that was such a good segment too.
and we would run these news stories that were really, really sad, and
Y'all have the sad music was
sad
playing.
music
Oh, yeah.
playing.
Oh,
You
yeah.
had to let the story get out, and as soon as it said that's the story,
That was back
it was
before
open season.
they could AI check your music for copyright. So I was using Arvo Part's Tabula Rasa, which is a beautiful piece of violin music. It's beautiful, and we can't even play the game anymore because it totally just shut us down for it. Yeah.
This lady, she had, if I remember the story, it was Christmas time. And she was going around getting gifts for everybody and whatnot. She had a car full of fucking presents that she was getting ready to, and she had a little gift list and everything. She gets in a car wreck and dies. And she dies tragically before she can deliver the gifts. And in the glove box, they found she had a handwritten bucket list of things she wanted to accomplish before she died. And as soon as they said she had a bucket list of things she wanted to accomplish
Do you
before
know
she
what
died,
was on it?
we said, you know what was on it? And Rob goes, 1, get these brakes fixed.
Arguably one of the darkest and most funny.
It was, yeah,
You should never have done that segment.
And we haven't been that funny. Yeah.
My probably is that ride Kentucky ride back. Was it ride back? When you listening to the Saints game. And that shit
this dude
was
is fucking-
so funny
fucking sucks.
because he kept turning it off, and Slade kept going, "Dude, just leave it off." He was like, this is dumb. Just can't even turn it on. Just leave it up.
It's mine. Don't worry about it.
That, and then one day you came in and we were getting ready for an episode. We didn't know what we were gonna do. And before we started, this fucker on the table just plops down the Mormon rules to masturbation.
Oh yeah.
Episode 6.
And it
Yeah.
ended up being the entire episode
Yeah.
talking about the Mormon's rules for masturbation.
Yeah.
We didn't have a plan going into the episode. But I was like,
And
maybe
there's
this
like
will work
20
for
of
a
them.
segment.
Yeah, there were like
And
20.
it was the
There were
whole
20
fucking
rules.
hour.
But yeah.
Yeah. I can't even remember them now, but they were so fucking dumb. Like only your cousin can do it on Thursdays or something. I don't fucking know.
Special underwear.
Yeah.
Whole
So I will say this. I was on, in the brief sojourns I was doing on cruise ships, I was on this one ship and this lady comes up and she goes, Whiskey Brothers. She goes, didn't y'all do a thing about Mormons? And I went, Christ, lady. Yeah. I go,
Yeah,
we're
about
still doing
8
Yeah,
years
she goes,
ago.
this is forever ago. She goes, I remember this. I go, well, here's what we're doing now. And then she listened and she was like, oh yeah, let me know when y'all do some more Mormon stuff.
Christ.
But Rob, I'm gonna bring Jerry back in, and then we'll bring you back in to close things out. With
Sure.
the toast. Anything else you want to say to the folks, the fine people at home? Something that
I thought you had something.
has still been rattling just his nipple. Just keeps an old nipple in his
See,
pocket.
this is why I like Jerry. You know what I mean?
Jerry does let him grab his nipple.
I follow him. Yeah.
Get the fuck.
You wear the lilac.
Trey uses moisturizer.
Moisturizer. You did wear the lilac.
You know, it's a good color.
It
It's
is
a really good color.
for having your nipple tweaked.
Yeah.
Uh,
No, I mean,
uh,
I was just glad you guys kept it going. I'm sad all things was just a touch.
all good things must end, Rob.
Must end, and you know, podcasts are a dead industry anyway. So we got in early, we're getting out just in the right time. You know, but this is all going to be AI anyway. So fuck it. I mean, everybody's got a podcast. My ex-wife wants to do a podcast with me.
You should do that.
Oh, wow.
Listen.
Yeah.
I
Rob,
would watch the fuck out of that.
Yeah.
Rob, if you did this together,
She
I
wants to do a true crime podcast.
no, true life.
It's a true crime about a husband or wife that kills the spouse. That's every fucking.
Yes, God believes.
All
I'm in.
who's in?
I'm in.
I'm all over
That's
it.
two.
We know I'm not gonna do
I
it.
can see where you came from this.
5 out of 5 stars.
Yeah.
If the photo cover of this podcast is not a 10-gallon jug of Bigfoot,
Yeah.
all right, anyway,
The whole end is just every little bit. Like, man, I could see why.
this is you playing
That makes sense.
Rob playing the
That makes
sympathetic
sense.
narrator.
Yeah.
Cheers, my brother. Thank you for
Yeah.
handing over the reins to the Whiskey Brothers to me all those years ago. It has
Yeah.
been
Well, good
an
work.
absolute
Good job.
pleasure. Thank you for being here. I'm gonna put Jerry back in the seat. We got a lot to cover too. You're not going anywhere. We're gonna bring you back on for a. That's 60% alcohol, by the way. That Black Cat Ridge is 120 proof. So
The black cat gets your ass.
You should.
Bite you in the neck.
the Right Reverend
If you
Robert
need help, I'll help you, Rob.
L. Mungle.
Look at me. Oh, no.
Can you help me, son?
Can you help me, sir?
I believe you got potential.
That's all I'm looking for, man. Let me ask.
I like the fact that the Right Reverend Robert L. Mungle is doing yoga.
Hell yeah. That's
That may
solid.
be my favorite thing that's happened in the entire
See, it
history
works,
of the
man.
episode.
This is how you do it, Rob. See?
Look at that. Not even
Just
a
sit
not
there.
even a flame.
I don't even notice anymore.
Look at
I
that.
hardly feel his hands no more.
Don't even need the color balance. Y'all all wear black shirts. Fuck
You
y'all.
look like I can only imagine though. No, if you're looking at this from a distance, you look like a Cheshire cat named Brisket. It's just a whole floating
I
head
just
over there.
decided from now on I'm just going to church with shit I like on.
That's bro. That is so perfect.
Tomorrow is alternators.
So on the next Whiskey Brothers episode, he'll be wearing a shirt that says pussy. Which is funny because there's no next episode.
I felt like we agreed on that.
I'm gonna be here next Monday going, what the fuck? I'm in town. So what's going on?
I'm always curious, Jerry. So I know Trey's point of view when he came on board because you were young comic. We talked at Darwin's many nights about bands like Queen and songs that you may or may not have heard. And things. So I know I know